Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Malikicowtipper bringing you another game of StarCraft 2, and wow, I've got to say, I just finished playing this game against Kelso, and this was a prize fight to see who would come out on top, Malikicowtipper or Kelso. That 70s show versus a 90s kid. So, we're going to jump right into this match, and I literally just finished playing against Kelso. If you look at the bottom of the screen at the beginning of the video, you can probably see that we had talked back and forth to each other for a while, because this was just one of those awesome Zerg versus Zerg games where most ZvZs are over in the first 10 to 15 minutes. This one went a little bit longer, and there we go. I'm claiming Jackie. I'm going to be trying to go after her. And Alice, if you ever do end up watching this video, I really don't want Jackie, but in this case, I'm going to take Jackie from Kelso because I know it'll make him sad. And then we'll give Jackie to Ryan. Ryan is my buddy down in Chicago. And ladies, if you're interested, Ryan, when he is single, is always available. Anytime. Anyway, getting back to the game of StarCraft, Kelso is the blue Zerg in the lower left-hand corner of Blistering Sands versus me, Malikicowtipper, in the red Zerg in the upper right-hand corner. So, just pretty standard stuff going on in the beginning of the game. What I like to do in a lot of ZvZs is open with a 14 or a 15 pool with the extractor coming right before or right after it, just because you kind of got to get that out just a little bit early. You have to have a few lings out on the field because it's all about who gets those first. Sometimes it can really come down to who gets those first initial lings, and as you can see, we're both sending out our overlords. They're at nearly the same place in the map. Mine's taking kind of a long way out. His drone deciding he's going to try to pick away at my drone for a little bit. These guys, they're not bros. They know this is a prize fight. This is the ultimate showdown between the two, but going to be poking it in his base, and what I really want to look for here is just to see if he has his pool down. So there goes his pool. He put his down right at 14. I chose to go till 15 to do mine, and then I'll be dropping it, and there goes the pool, there goes the extractor. So we are nearly right in sync with each other. You know, his pool about 1/3 done, mine just starting, but the rush distance means that that's really going to be about the same thing for either one of us, but it gives me the one drone, gives him the economic advantage, that cheeky bastard. Anyway, yep, that's probably because he waited to throw down his extractor. I like to throw down my extractor either right before or dual gas. Very interesting. Anyway, I was saying I like to throw my extractor down usually right before or right at the same time as my pool, because that allows you to have right about that 100 gas that you need right when your pool finishes, so you can go, really whatever you want. You can go straight to banglings, you can go straight to lair if it really pleases you. You can go straight for speed. There's just so many options. So his overlord is going to be cruising over here, right over my base to see what's going on, and I'm actually going to use mine just to watch his expansion. He's sending another overlord over here, and I usually position overlord over here, although it's really not necessary in a ZvZ because you'll probably have creep out here pretty soon anyway, and it's not like you're trying to watch for proxies or watch for, bunker builds or anything like that. So another overlord just to watch the back door, and production tab, we both got our queens going down. His queen's out a little bit quicker. I've got 2 more units worth of Zerglings. The army tab shows that I've built some troops. He has not yet, so he's very constant. He's not panicking, nothing of that sort. He's getting his gas up right away, so what that's probably going to mean is a faster speed. As far as his goes, there goes his speed. My speed, not quite dropped it yet. I think that's because I spent a little bit too much as far as my money goes, maybe saving up for this expansion, but you can see right here, whatever build he's doing is definitely coming off better than mine. His queen was out earlier, his second expansion is down right before me, but that's because I got these lings. I've got a few lings back by my base, and I've got a few attacking his. Production tab, not over panicking again, he's just building 2 sets of Zerglings. He knows that that'll be enough to clean this up. And I'm just going to peck it away at his hatchery. And this can be beneficial, I guess, if I can get back in there quickly. I might be able to save that hatchery, and it'll just still have a lower health overall, and he's going to send out his 4 lings right back and forth here to scout. So right there, he's producing 8 more units worth of Zerglings. I'm just getting my speed up now. I've got 6 more to counter his 8, and both of our expansions nearly on the same time. He's seeing everything that's going on over here. He's going to grab the Zelnaga, watch for anything sneaky around the back, and then he's probably going to hold off to do this attack right until he gets speed, because his speeded Zerglings, speeded Zerglings, even if they're just a little bit outnumbered, will easily wipe the floor with non-speeded ones because of how much faster they are. But neither of us have committed to going to any tech, and there goes my Bangling Nest, now that I've driven his Overlord out of, the map over here, and we check out his base. He is not. There goes his Bangling Nest, almost as if we're trying to match each other for what we're doing. There goes more Zerglings on his part, and as you can see, my non-speeded Zerglings are pretty good. Had it just been that many, I might have been able to table it up. Nope, they took care of me. right there, and now comes his little pack, and with this speed, it does not take them long to clear the map. I'm just getting out my bangling nest is not finished, and right now, I'm just praying, you know, oh god, I really just want to kill these Zerglings, and we've each got 12 more sets going. This is where Zerg versus Zerg starts something. Look at that, just look at them clean up my Zerglings, and not even wasting time with the expansions, just going straight in, right here, and I'm actually going to be changing, nope, I'm going to try to grab these guys right there. I'm going to have just enough to clean that up, and I'm morphing 2 sets of banglings right down here. The question is, he's pressuring this attack pretty heavy right now. If my banglings can get done, that will easily be enough to scare him away. Boom, boom. He's going to pull back right there. Just because he's not going to waste, you know, all these Zerglings when I can just take him out with one bangling. But his bangling nest is finished, and if we check out the income tab right now, it's very even, 19 to 17, not much of a difference right there. He's probably going to use the banglings. What I'm doing is I'm just morphing in a shit ton of these little guys, and my hope is that I can just right into his base, but I'm also kind of leery about the fact that he may very well have roaches inside his base, so as you can see, I'm still just trying to push out the lings, and he's going to be building some banglings and joining up. Now, the thing about banglings is, it's all about whoever gets theirs first. It's like we're both dealing with explosives. Like, if he gets one bangling into my pack of banglings, he just took out my entire group. And right here, you know, without their speed, you can just very easily maneuver around them. Now, here come his banglings. So let's see what happens here. He's got the bigger group. If I can get a good detonation, that's all that's going to count. I'm going to try to pick away at him a little bit. And actually, you just want to check out. Right, I did not know that on top. All the banglings are dead, but he's got the group of Zerglings. And right here, this is how Zerg versus Zerg happens. It's just a back and forth, hardcore aggression between the two of us. I'm working more banglings. Now, are these guys going to be done in time? That's going to be the real question right there. And this guy, fight finish, come on, please. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted to see. Actually, he's trying to kill up these Zerglings. He's good at taking down reinforcing more of my lanes, but it's just really not going to quite be enough. Oh, there we go. Barely managing to pick that up, and now he's got another pack of Zerglings, and I'm morphing these banglings, and just look how quickly these Speedlings cover the rush distance. This is just insane. I've got just a few more Zerglings, just going to buy me that crucial few seconds that I need to get these banglings to get out of the field. There we go. Clean that up. Wow, this is just absolutely crazy even to commentate this. And will I have... Looks like one of his Zerglings is going to be the one survivor. Out of all of the carnage, this guy makes it through. He is the hero with 2 kills. What a champion. So, I've got my lair up, but I absolutely have not done anything with it. And if you check it out, his lair's up. Both of our incomes right now, you know, his income's slightly better above mine. That's because he's been able to keep the pressure on me. He's been able to saturate his base, and I can see that with my Overlord. And that's why I'm going to be continuing if we check out the Q tab, and just look at that, 18 units worth of Zerglings coming out. He is not messing around. You know, when you have these early pressures, it's just tough for a Zerg player to get a macro up and running. Now, I'm going to try to spread creep in between my bases right here, just because it might help improve the movement speed of my banglings, but it also helps improve the movement speed of his Zerg. So, this is really going to come down to see that he'll slowly start to pull ahead of me economically, because now that he's got a little pack of banglings right here, all you really need to do is patrol with them, and you can have a pretty effective defense. You want your banglings out front, and the key to winning a Zerg versus Zerg bangling engagement, and I'll be demoing this here in just a second, is I've got to make something happen with these troops. If I cannot push out with this group right here, I want to drop a Spire, but just absolutely do not have the funds to drop that Spire. Look how low of a food game this is. I'm going to pause this right here and show you guys what's going to happen. So he was just about ready to send out his troops. We're both thinking the same thing. Our army tab's so close to even right now. His just slightly larger than mine. So I'm going to slow this down. What happens is he pulls... A lot of my banglings just got wasted.